Welcome all to our channel. This is our news today.
Germany will transfer 2 battalions of infantry fighting vehicles to the armed forces of Ukraine, and up to 1,500 tanks to the USA. NATO is preparing to transfer several hundred armored vehicles to the armed forces of Ukraine. The German authorities decided to transfer 58 PBV 501 infantry fighting vehicles for the needs of the armed forces of Ukraine. Such a significant number of armored vehicles may begin to be transported to the territory of Ukraine in a week, as stated, after agreeing on a number of logistic issues. Moreover, there is a very big risk that Ukraine will also receive from the armed forces of Ukraine and up to 1,500 various types of Soviet-era tanks, as announced in the United States, noting that Washington will facilitate the speedy transfer of such equipment to the armed forces of Ukraine. Experts draw attention to the fact that the West is already quite deliberately escalating on the territory of Ukraine, ignoring warnings and protests from Russia, which can lead to extremely negative consequences for NATO and other arms suppliers to Ukraine. The supply of MLRS, artillery systems, armored vehicles and tanks, anti-ship missiles and anti-ship missile systems, all this is an escalation that the West is desperately going for. If these actions are not stopped by NATO, then it is possible that the next step will be the transfer to Ukraine of medium and long-range air defense systems, combat aircraft and even tactical weapons, notes the specialist Avia.pro. At the moment, it remains unknown which countries agreed to provide the United States with tanks for subsequent transfer to Ukraine, but, in all likelihood, we are talking about Poland, Germany and the Czech Republic, which actually have such weapons. Partly they are in the troops, and partly simply stored and not in service.
This is the end of our news today. Thanks for watching and have a good day.